Greetings. My name is Ron Brashear, and I'm the CEO of Rock Brass Promotions. Don't adjust your lens. You are looking at what you think you're looking at. The man to my right is none other than the former, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, James Buster Douglas. And we're here in his hometown of Columbus, Ohio. Before I go any further, how you doing, champ?
Great, great.
Man, it's an honor for me to be here the first time in Columbus, Ohio. And today you're going to witness the signing of the official on-site boxing program of Tyson versus Douglas. February the 11th if you were in Tokyo, February the 10th if you were in the United States. And on that day, this man did not only the unthinkable, the unbelievable, but he even told you after the fight, I fear no man, I only fear God. You put God in your life and you believe in your abilities and you can accomplish anything you want. This is your living proof. And watch him put his John Henry Hancock on 100 of the official. They're still in the box. This box is 25 years old, still sealed with the Japanese writing on it. So you'll know this is authentic. This is authenticity at its best. I'm gonna open the box now. By the way, this box weighs 84 pounds to put 100 fight programs in it. 84 pounds. Man, that tells you this is history, champ. And while I'm opening this, man, take us back, Buster. 25 years ago in the Tokyo Dome, they're bringing you to the ring, going against a man that's 23 years of age. We watched him knock out Michael Spinks in 98 seconds. Man, what was going through your mind, champ?
I couldn't wait to get to the ring.
You couldn't wait to get to the ring?
I couldn't wait to get to the ring. I was excited about the opportunity to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Man. And man, here's the first 50. They still sealed. You heard that thump, folks, out there watching. We're gonna take the seal off. Starting with the first 50. History made. Buster Douglas signing for you live right here in his hometown. And man, while you're doing that, champ, another big shout out for the work you're doing for this wonderful rec center by giving back and inspire the kids to believe that they too can achieve anything. Okay, so we got that history made right across the top of there. History made. You can just slide those on to the right, and we're just gonna start this. Now, as far as keeping the tape running for the full duration, we're going to let him sign a few of these. We're going to hit pause, and as we get further into the quantity, we'll come back because we got some closing statements we want to share with all of you all. Don't go anywhere, and I'm telling you now, we are in the preliminary stages of bringing this great champion back to Tokyo. They're excited. They want to buy all the remaining quantity. But to my fellow Americans, you have an opportunity to get in on this before we deplete this inventory. Go to rockbrasspromotions.com, www.rockbrasspromotions.com. Don't miss it. Okay, we're back. We made it through the first 50, and you're seeing it with your own eyes. And man, these things are heavy. This is the second 50 coming out the box. Uncirculated. And while we're getting ready to do the second 50, let me go ahead and enlighten the fans and collectors around the world. I'm mainly talking to you if you're 40 years old or younger. That means you had to be between 10 and 15 years of age when this event took place in 1990. I think it's safe to say, I don't think you understand the magnitude and the significance of what this champion accomplished. Man, you better go back and hit Google. Don't take my word for it. I challenge you right now to go to Google and type biggest upset in boxing history. And you will see a bunch of reporting agencies come back. You won't see a few of them say Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson. All of them, the biggest sports upset in sports history. Type biggest upset in sports history and watch what comes back to the screen. This man, Buster Douglas against Mike Tyson. While we're signing these next 50, go back and look at it, man, in the 9th round, man. Boy, whoo! And then they come in, now we're in round 10, and he stops him. And Buster, man, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions while you're signing this. First of all, you're beating Mike down. It's in the 8th round, man. His eyes closed. He's leaned up against the ropes. You're going in for the kill, and out of nowhere, he levels a uppercut. They look like he swung from below his kneecap. Man, how did you get off the canvas from such a thunderous punch?
Conditioning and will.
You had the willpower to get up there and keep going.
That's right.
And at that point, Mike was in trouble. You knew if you got up off that canvas, you still had enough left to take him out.
Exactly.
And man, we fast forward, and man, we go through a combination 9th round that was action-packed, and in the 10th round, bam, let me return the favor. Buster threw an uppercut, and it stood Mike's head up, and I ain't gonna tell you the rest of it. You need to go to YouTube, you need to go to Google, and you watch for yourself. Next thing we know, when we talk about boxing upsets, sometimes you'll hear a bad decision. Split decision. One judge says this fighter won, 2 judges say that fighter won. We're not talking about that kind of upset. Buster Douglas became the first human to not only knock Mike Tyson down in a professional fight, he knocked Mike Tyson out. That's why it's the biggest upset in sports history. So to all my fellow Americans, before the folks and wonderful people of Japan buy up all these, you need to get involved. www.rockbrashpromotions.com. Okay, we're at the conclusion, and I'd like to take this time on behalf of Rock Brash Promotions to thank the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world who pulled off the biggest upset in sports history, James Buster Douglas, for signing in Phase 1 100 copies of the official on-site fight program, Tyson versus Douglas. Champ, thank you for doing that, man.
A pleasure. Pleasure.
All right, so guys, you know, better move fast, because once we get to Tokyo, they're probably not going to let us leave with extras left. So get them while they're available. rockbrashpromotions.com.